Hello everyone!
Thank you for joining us this presentation. Today we will be exploring the three fascinating philosophical studies that question how structured methods like perception, logic, and the Socratic method shape and sometimes limit our understanding of reality.
Now, we came up with a question of constructed ways of understanding reality, whether through logic, perception, or questioning capture its whole complexity.
Yes, because exploring perception, logic, and inquiry, a philosophical perspective on understanding reality.
Now, let's go to our divergent answers.
Let's start with my paper, the misunderstanding of individuals' perception and judgment using phenomenological reasons. Now in this paper, it proposes a divergent answer. Instead of seeing and perception and judgment as strictly structured, he suggests that are fluid, are shaped by context and relationships. Now, experience gains meaning not through static, defines boundaries, but through an ongoing interplay between subjective and objective reals.
Next, my work, The Concise Definition in Philosophical Logic. I offer a unique answer. It suggests that logic could embrace ambiguity and paradox rather than forcing a strict true or false structure. By tolerating contradiction, logic might better reflect a multifaceted nature of truth and provide a deeper or more nuanced understanding.
So, finally, we turn to my paper, Creating Learning by Searching the Process of Socrates. In my paper, I argues that while the Socratic method is valuable, it may constrain learning by excluding nonverbal, intuitive insights. Continuous questioning, though powerful, might miss forms of understanding that arise through silence or unspoken realization.
Now that we have seen each perspective, let us look at the started insight that connects all three, reviewing back our questions. Can structured frameworks, whether logical or perspectival or dialectical, truly capture the complexity of reality, or do they inherently limit certain forms of knowledge?
Now, our first divergent insights. Each argument is precisely limited in subjective truth. Therefore, it needs a logical discussion to attempt objective truth. In this way, the attempt to fully separate subjective from objective aspects in perception and judgment implies that these frameworks might overlook the nuanced, interactive nature of experience. Reality may not fit neatly into such distinction as subjective and objective truth often intermingle.
On the second insight, classical logic emphasized on consistency could, in fact, simplify reality too much. When logic demands clear or true-false distinction, it might ignore contradictions, ambiguities, or complex truth, which are often present in real-world scenarios. This suggests that rigid logical system may need flexibility to better reflect real-life complexities.
Now on the last insights, the Socratic method, which is focused on articulated inquiry and dialogue, might intentionally limit other forms of understanding, such as intuition, emotion, or silent reflection. This points to the possibility that meaningful knowledge can also arise from nonverbal, less structured insights.
In conclusion, these studies prompt us to question our frameworks to understand with logic. Are we bound by the structures we use, or do they open new pathways to knowledge? This shared inquiries challenge us to think beyond traditional boundaries and consider the full complexity of human understanding. Now, thank you for joining us in this philosophical exploration. I'm happy
to take the questions.
We're happy na. Sige. Balik na.